Did you see somebody cute on your morning walk and wish that you could see them again? You might be able to. Hey, welcome to Online for Love, your resource for online dating by the numbers. Today we're going to be reviewing the dating site Happn. Happn is the unique dating site where you have the opportunity to find matches that you might have already met in real life, that you've crossed paths with. It's super interesting and different than a lot of other dating apps out there, but it's got a lot of pros and a lot of cons. So today we're going to deep dive into Happn and see if it's worth your time before you even sign up. But before you even watch this deep dive of Happn, are you sure that this is the site that you should be researching? You have to take our free online dating site quiz that will pair you with your perfect online dating app or website. It's totally free, it's fun, and it's quick, and it'll pair you with the perfect site for you for what you are looking for. Definitely take the quiz and come back and comment your results, because I'm really interested to see if Happn is the perfect one for you after all. I've separated this review into 5 key sections to help you digest this information better. So I'm going to be talking about the features of Happn, the sign-up process, the demographic makeup, the pricing, and the success rate. So without further ado, let's get started with the features of Happn. So the most interesting and prominent feature of Happn is the fact that you can possibly talk again to people you have crossed paths with. So this is all based off location, location tracking rather. So it tracks your location and the location of people you might have crossed paths with, and it connects you based off of that. And we'll talk about how this works a little bit later on. So you must be willing to divulge your location information on your phone. Your settings will have to allow that for this to work. Otherwise, it's not really going to be able to do anything for you. An interesting feature is that you have a controlled possibility of contact. So only people you have already approved of on the website can contact you, which puts you in complete control. So if there's somebody you saw on your morning walk who you don't want to talk to, you won't have to get bombarded with messages from them. This idea of reciprocity is definitely ingrained into the site in many facets, including face preservation. So your crush will only know that you like them once they have liked you, so you'll only know once it's mutual. The app thankfully does not reveal your information to other users, so they won't be able to find, your current location or anything like that. You can also integrate other social media aspects like Spotify or Instagram to your profile so that people can get a better understanding of who you are. So the app actually notifies you when there's a potential crush nearby, but they have to be within 800 feet of you. So if a user is at a further distance from you, you might not be able to see their profile. If you don't want to wait around for somebody to like you back, you can choose to utilize a charm feature, which will let somebody know that you like them right away before they even like you back. Another cool thing is that when you have a match on the screen, the app will actually show you the amount of times that you have crossed paths, which is cool and maybe just a little bit creepy, but yeah. What's not creepy though is if you like and subscribe to our channel. So when you thumbs up our video and subscribe, it helps us out so much because it shows YouTube that people are enjoying our content. So therefore it pushes it out for more people to see. So we'd really appreciate your likes and subscription. Now let's move on to the sign up process of Happn, which is thankfully very quick, simple, and easy. You can actually register for the app using your Facebook account, which will then fill in a lot of info about yourself just based off of that. So that makes it super quick. So this will divulge your name, your age, your location, and your photos that are already on your Facebook. So if your Facebook's not up to snuff, you might want to update that. You can actually choose to use your cell phone number as well if you don't want to use your Facebook account, but then you'll have to fill in all of the details manually. Sometimes when you're creating an online dating profile, it can be very nerve-wracking and it can be hard to know what to put to portray yourself the best and truest way, because your online dating profile is basically your first impression. So when someone, you're not meeting them in person, they're meeting your profile. So you want it to represent who you are and what you're looking for. To help you out, we've actually created free online dating profile guides for both men and for women. They're totally free and they're jam-packed full of tips and tricks on how to create the best profile for exactly what you are looking for out of a partnership. So definitely click the link in the description. It'll take you right to our profile guides and it'll help you out. Let's move along and talk about the demographic makeup of Happn. So talking about the countries that this app has active users in, number 1 is France at 17 13.2% of users. Next is Brazil at 14.05%, then the US at 13.11%, then India at 6.33%, and then the Netherlands at 5.15%. This is actually a French app designed by French app makers, so of course the most amount of people using this will be from France. So the remaining percentages are actually shared by 247 other countries who do use this app, just at a very low percentage. Most people who use this app are most likely in a city environment where meeting people and crossing paths are more likely to happen rather than a rural village or town. Men might be more likely to use this app than women, but there is a pretty close gender distribution. But yeah, men are a little bit higher, and if I had to guess why that is, maybe women feel uncomfortable with the fact that people would know their location in some way, shape, or form. Even though this app doesn't give out your exact location, if you're using it, you know, it'll notify a potential crush that you're within 800 feet. So it might be a little scary to some women, I would think, or to anyone, because maybe this does have potential to be creepy. So that might be why there's a higher male audience who's maybe not so afraid of that. But let's go ahead and dive into the pricing of Happn. So you can use this app for free. It's free to download and use the basic version of it. But if you want to truly experience this site and use it to the best of its ability, you will need to pay. The premium package that Happn offers features a lot more things that are not there for people who don't pay, like unlimited messages. You can also use invisibility mode and hide certain information that you don't want others to see, like maybe your age. Subscriptions are available for 1, 3, 6, or 12-month periods. So the prices go as follows. For 1 month, it'll cost you $24.99. For 6 months, it'll be $15 a month. And for 12 months, it'll be $10 per month. As far as online dating apps go, this isn't too bad of prices because some apps are very expensive and of course some are cheaper. So, you know, you don't have as much features for free like other apps, but at the same time it's not as expensive as some others. So this is a pretty good middle ground as far as pricing goes. Now let's talk about the success rate of Happn, which is probably the most important thing you want to know. Does this site even work? So actually Happn is in the process of creating a success story part of their website, but you can already view some of the happy couples that have met through Happn. So it does seem like it has a fairly good success rate just based off the fact that it has a lot of positive reviews. Now, having positive outcomes for some people doesn't mean it works for everybody, but it's a good indication that there is some level of success when it comes to using Happn. I think that the type of person using Happn is really ready to meet somebody quickly. They don't want to waste their time, and maybe they already have a few people in mind who they met in real life. This could actually be good for people who maybe work in the same office or something like that, and they just want a different way to approach their crush that they don't feel like they can do maybe in real life. So this could really help people and lend a hand to meeting people they see in everyday situations. Or maybe you are like totally in love with the coffee barista and turns out he's in love with you too, and it's just amazing. So you never know. I think that the people on Happn are, they're ready for something now. They don't like wasting time, and they're happy with the people who are around them. So I think because of that, it lends for a pretty good success rate because it's full of like-minded people who are on the ball and are ready to get together. They don't want to waste time. So even though Happn doesn't have exact numbers for their success rate, we can just judge based off of the information they provide and the type of clientele that it seems like it does have a pretty solid success rate. I have also found that for websites that require you to pay for access in some degree, that the success rates tend to be higher because people are actually investing in their love life. It's not something they take so lightly that they don't want to pay for it, but they're paying for it. It really shows that they're ready for something. So overall, it does seem like Happn has a pretty solid success rate. So I'm really curious to know, does Happn seem like it'd be something you would try out, or do you fall in the category of people who find it maybe a little bit creepy that somebody could know that you're within 800 feet from them? I can see it going both ways. People are unpredictable, but it does seem like it works for a lot of people. But anyway, yeah, I would just love to know your opinion about that. And have you used Happn? Would you use it? What do you think about this whole setup? But if you have watched this review and Happn does not seem like the site for you, or you just want to know other options out there, again, please go ahead and check out our free online dating site quiz that will pair you with your perfect online dating site specifically for you. So no worries if this isn't the one, there's plenty out there for you to check out as well. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you liked it and subscribe if you loved it. And hopefully we'll see you here again at Online for Love. Thanks, bye!